And welcome back to Ask Coach Wendy alongside Wendy Mader in Fort Collins, Colorado. I'm Dave Erickson. And today's topic has to do with nutrition, and not just on race day, but also in training, which, of course, you want to practice what you do in training before you do it on race day. And this has to do from a question from Richard. What kind of foods or drinks should I avoid during my training workouts or on race day?
Okay, that's a big question, and you're going to get 1,000 different answers from any coach expert that you ask. I think the things not to avoid, first off, is anything that's going to cause GI upset. And that can vary from person to person. Someone like me, I can go eat a donut and a cup of coffee and do anything and go run. And I'm not going to have any GI upset, at least when I was younger. Um, um, I think more important than what you eat is how much you eat. So really keeping and watching the proportions and the volume of food you eat. When I started Ironman, back 20 years ago, I used to eat too much. I never had GI upset, but it wasn't until I went and got my sweat rate tested that I realized and was told that I just intake too many calories for my size and my energy expenditure. So if you really want to fine tune your nutrition, getting a sweat rate test is very beneficial. And there's a lot of formulas out there that you can do it on your own without going to a laboratory. But finding that balance of how many calories you need is more critical, I believe, than the actual calories you eat. I like to start athletes out generally at 200 calories, see how they do. And then you go up and you go up in small increments, you go down in small increments. You're gonna see information out there online, and there's a ton of it. It can be really confusing, but the metabolic efficiency diet out there, I think, is very effective for certain people, and that's a very, very low calorie type of way to eat. But that metabolic efficiency nutrition plan, it's a lifestyle too. It's not just these certain foods while you train. The coach that created that nutrition plan created a whole nutrition lifestyle for the athletes that use that. And I think that's important, whether you follow a vegan diet, a paleo diet, a high carbohydrate, low carbohydrate diet, that those are the types of foods you eat in training, because that's the types of foods you eat on a day-to-day basis. So it really depends on the person. It depends on the goal. Depends how much energy you expend. Depends on your size.
Now, what about the idea of eating an apple maybe on a bike ride? Because I've heard that there are certain foods that are more easily digestible versus others, and it all depends on what activity you're going to do before you eat that product.
Right, and not only depends on what activity you're doing, it depends on how long you're doing the activity. I'm a proponent of, I love to eat the apple and the fruit and the easily digestible carbohydrates that come in fruits, and it's the fructose is the name of the sugar that's very easily digestible, and you're going to see a lot of fructose and energy products, bars and gels as well, because it's easily digestible. People who are going on a very long training activity, I'm just going to say 3+ hours, should eat a little bit of fat and protein. Healthy fats, almond butter, peanut butter, even like an avocado sandwich or something like that. So you're getting something that's going to more or less stick to you and kind of give you more sustainable energy. And usually if you're going that long, your intensity's lower, so your GI tract can handle that type of macronutrient, fat and protein, because of the lower intensity of your workout.
And I think this is probably understood, but just in case, if they have it on race day, maybe practice with whatever that food or nutrition is they're going to have available in your training.
Exactly. I change my nutrition every few years based on what the race that I'm targeting is going to have on the course. I have a very solid GI tract. Like I said before, I can eat anything and go. I'm really lucky, but a lot of people can't. A lot of people can't eat apples. A lot of people can't eat fruit. Some people eat the higher fat products. It just doesn't settle well with me. I prefer the higher carbohydrate product. And again, volume's important.
Okay. And you mentioned the number 200 calories. Was that like per hour that you suggest people start with?
200 calories per hour generally fits most people. If you're smaller, I'm going to say if you're shorter than like 5'4", you're going to go a little less. If you're taller than, 5'8", 5'9", you're going to go a little more. It's just, that's something you got to practice. And, if you're really concerned, it helps to talk to a local registered dietitian to help dial it in for you as well.
Check out T2Coaching.com for more information from Wendy. Thanks very much. If you have a question for Wendy, use the hashtag AskCoachWendy on Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube. Thanks very much, Coach. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.